Nana, tu es sûr? Oh, c'est difficile.
Oui, parfait. Ne bouge plus. Regarde le petit oiseau.
Aïe, au secours!
Oh. Fin de l'aventure amoureuse d'Anana et de Brigitte Banane. Bye bye, ma chérie. Oh là là.
Au revoir. Merci.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Ce monsieur Bouboule, il est vraiment ma boule.
Tu as bien raison.
Il a perdu la tête.
Il a complètement perdu la tête.
Viens. Anana, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Chut, je me cache.
Tu te caches? Pourquoi? De qui?
De Brigitte Banane. Je me cache de Brigitte Banane. Ah, elle vient. Cache-moi.
Va derrière les poubelles.
Oh, excusez-moi. Est-ce que vous êtes Brigitte Banane, la grande star?
Oui, c'est moi. Est-ce que tu as vu Anana?
Anana? Pourquoi? Tu es fâchée contre Anana?
Moi? Fâchée? Mais non, je ne suis pas fâchée. Non, jamais. Je vais chanter une chanson d'amour pour Anana. Une chanson d'amour. Oh, Anana, mon Anana, mon petit chou, où es-tu? Oh, Anana, belle Anana, c'est toi que j'aime le plus. Tu es si courageux et si intelligent. Tu es si aventureux et si charmant. Oh, Anana, mon petit chou, où es-tu? Oh, Anana, mon petit chou, tu es si fort. Oh, Anana, chère Anana, gentille Anana, je t'adore. Tu es si sympathique et si amusant. Tu es si artistique et photographe excellent. Oh, Anana, mon petit chou, je t'adore.
Elle m'aime. Oh, c'est moi, bébé. Je suis amoureux de toi. Je suis fou de toi.
Et moi, je te déteste. Tout est fini. Au revoir, mon amour.
Ça va, Anana?
Oh non, j'ai mal à la tête.
Vraiment?
J'ai rêvé. Brigitte Banane a chanté une chanson pour moi.
Mais c'est vrai, elle a chanté pour toi.
Mais où est-ce qu'elle est?
Eh bien, elle est partie.
Est-ce qu'elle a donné un message pour moi?
Elle a dit au revoir.
Oh, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
So I know that wasn't technically skeletons. There's a song in every single episode of Télé Français, but it is not always by les squelettes. 9 times out of 10 it's by les squelettes, but every now and then it's not. And generally, as a policy until now, I have not been showing the songs that are not by the skeletons, because that is the only tangential connection that this has to anything that's happening. Is the skeletons, because spooky and Halloween, but I figured the Marilyn Monroe banana was, I'm sure, like, I felt like that qualified as scary, in a way that made it acceptable to show. So that's, wow, that text is a mess, huh? It's a low quality video. So hey everybody, welcome to the ScreamFriends Magician's Quest Witching Hour, where every single day in October we are playing Magician's Quest Mysterious Times for the Nintendo DS. It is part of a series, of course, that, well, it's a series in Japan. It's not a series here, unfortunately, but Japan gets all the nicest things, don't they? Of course, I'm Janine Hawkins. I'm at Bleating Heart on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. And, well, I'm Bleeding Heart on Twitch basically never, because I'm almost always doing my stuff here on StreamFriends. And if you've missed videos, or if you've missed some of these streams and need to catch up, or would like to catch up, you don't really need to catch up, but I would very much appreciate it if you find these entertaining, that you support us over on YouTube on StreamFriends.tv, where I update the archives every single day. So it's pretty easy to catch up if that's a thing you're into doing. Okay. I wonder where that banana puppet is now, with her cute little ankle strap shoes. And her star-shaped beauty mark. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. I hope we can get class today. We're still missing one of our classes this week. Oh. We're missing one of our classes, and I think we need to trigger mystery time. We might be able to get our evaluation from the principal. We might have to wait until tomorrow for that. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, good. So we can get our evaluation if the principal is sitting in his chair, which he might not be, which would be garbage. But the other day he totally was, so we might get lucky. Let's do our dress change here. The daily changing of the dress. I really like these new glasses we have too. They're pretty cute. We look like an anime. Whoops. Why is this not? Okay, that was weird. That wasn't working for a bit and now it is, so that's good. Utami, why are you listening to Shia LaBeouf? What are you doing? Don't do that. No one's listened to him in forever. Aw, this tree's gotten babied. That's weird. I don't know what that's about. I think that's maybe so you can, if there's a tree somewhere you don't like, you have a chance to get rid of it. Maybe? Okay. Whoa. What are you wearing, Sanderson? You going to a wedding? What are you... What's that thing on the back, though? Great, okay. Aw, that's kind of nice. I like that. Bound by a strong connection. I think... I'm not sure, but I think that's a mandrake. Or a whatever. It's one of those screaming baby plants. I think the way you tell is that they're like bluish green. But I might be wrong. We'll have to wait until mystery time before we pull that up. And then see what happens. Oh good, the principal's here. What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Damn right. Yeah, it does look like a smoking jacket with a scarf, but the back looks like it's been cut open and is being held shut with, like, tape or something. Actually, now that I think about it, Sanderson is much broader in the shoulders than most of the other animals, so maybe he bought that, but it didn't quite fit him, so he was like, well, I'll cut it straight up the back, because, you know, most of the time you don't look at the back of something like that. And then he was like, just, you know, I'll just cut it straight up the back and I'll, like, tape it or something so it'll stay on, but I won't have to, you know, it won't be so tight in the shoulders. I think the best part of this game is weaving improbable fictions about all of the other animals. What are you doing? Hate Grimble. I mean, hate's a strong word, but I certainly don't like him. Okay. Damn it! Is Mr. Oakley, like, dead or something? He's never up there. We need... Well, the class will change in 10 minutes. Maybe we'll get lucky. Mr. Oakley will be up there. Oh wait, I want to check that bulletin board too. Secret store today. I think that's today. That's good. Maybe we will be able to sell some of those last few berries that we've got sitting around in our closet. Mm-hmm. We have worked hard on that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Damn right. Hmm. I guess we don't get to level up this week. Oh, it is! Yeah! I'm surprised. Last week we became a 1-star wizard, and I'm surprised that we got another promotion this quick. Oh, that hat's real cute. Look at those 2 stars. You have to watch the credits again? We do. Sorry guys, I know we watched all the credits the last time that we got a promotion, but this is my rule. We have to watch the credits when we're streaming games because all these people did so much work for us. So... Also, this song's really good. I really like this song. I might actually turn this up a little. Oh boy. So how's everyone enjoying fantasy life? My review for it did not go up today. It'll probably go up next week. I mean, it'll almost certainly go up next week. I'll be very upset if it doesn't. I really like that game. I'm really excited to play more of it once I get all the various things I have to do out of the way. This is still so quiet. I mean, I guess, well... oh well. I also got, I snapped up Pokemon Art Academy last night. I haven't played it yet. I also got when you get, Pokemon Art Academy, this is a very smart idea on their part. You also get the Alpha Ruby Omega Sapphire, or the opposite ones, demo, the special demo. I have not booted that up either, but I'm pretty curious about it. If I finish all my dumb things that I have to do, then maybe this weekend, well, we have a lot of streams this weekend, but maybe I'll try and find a half hour somewhere to do some sketchy camera pointed at a 3DS streams. And we can take a look at Pokemons. Oh, another cool 3DS thing. Their Halloween themes, the cheapest one is the best one, which is a nice change of pace. I'm very mad that of the 3DS themes they brought over, they left a lot of the, like, simpler, like, colored polka dotty ones. They only brought over the black and white and gold stuff. They didn't bring over a lot of the, like, pink and blue and different colors like that they have in Japan. Maybe they're gonna release them later. I don't know. So, as excited as I was for 3DS themes, there was nothing that really, like, caught my attention or seemed great. But that Halloween kitty one is pretty good. Its eyes move when you scroll, and it meows when you open up your 3DS. It's pretty good. Oh, DSHS says Fantasy Life is real good, but it gets insane trying to get all the lives started. You don't need to get all of them started. It doesn't hurt. Like, if you really want to play all of the lives or try all of the lives, go for it. I went through the whole game with just one life until the end when I started picking up... Once I'd finished the story, I started picking up other lives to see stuff. To see how the other 11/12ths live. And that was good, and that stuff, it works well together, but I don't know that I would recommend taking, like... In general, I guess, I don't know that I'd recommend taking more than a couple lives, because I feel like it would start to pull you in so many directions that it would be difficult to finish the story, and I think the story is really, really worth finishing in that game. It's really... it's really sweet, it's a good time. But also, because I played the game with just the one life, on just the one life path, by the time I got to the end of the game, there were so many characters I'd never ever met. And there were so many areas I'd never ever seen that it was pretty nice that, I could wrap up the game. Ooh, berries. I could wrap up the game and still have places that were new and, like, special, and things to do that weren't old news. And, like, also the story is I guess short compared to a lot of full JRPGs, but it's still gonna take like 10 hours if you focus on it. It's gonna take you some time, so there's, you know, there's no reason to feel like you need to do everything all at once, I guess, is what I'm saying. I really like our new hat. Ooh, I'm gonna click that GIF. Oh man, that's so cute. Thank you, Superhero Faye. Okay. Oh, it looks like Cherry escaped from here. That's good. I forgot we left her in here one day, and I was worried she'd be stuck forever. That would have sucked for her. Actually, would have been kind of convenient for us. Wouldn't lose track of her, as is always a fear. Austin wants to know which Bliss bonus he should get. I don't know how many. Do you only have to choose the one? Have you chosen any before? It's tricky. Getting a pet is nice. But also, I got a pet in the first town, and then when I got to the second town, I liked the pets there way more, so I wanted to trade my old pet for the new ones, and the pet seller guy made me feel like a piece of garbage about that. He said something to the effect, after it was too late for me to even back out, he said, I hope your pet's not too sad. Sometimes they cry when they're abandoned. And to be honest, if he'd said that to me before I'd hit confirm, I probably would have backed out. Because that is just twisting the knife. Oh, it was brutal. What is that? Firefighter helmet? Explorer helmet? Yeah, it depends, Austin. But pets are good. I think the first few things I got were pets and gosh, I don't even remember. I got the shopping one, the shopping bonus ones pretty quickly, but I don't know that that's a thing to worry about right away. I kind of got it because I didn't really know what effect it would have. Gosh. I don't know. I don't know, man. Follow your heart. There aren't that many. The thing about Bliss bonuses is that a lot of them are kind of like, when you get one, it will open up another. So it doesn't look like there are that many, but many of them, there's kind of a tree situation. So if you get the thing that allows you to ride horses, that'll open one up that'll allow you to ride something else I don't want to spoil, and then when you get that, it'll open up the ability to ride something else I don't want to spoil, and then after that, it opens up the ability to buy your own horse. Why did I go in here? I'm spacing out now. I would say, yeah, if you're actively pursuing a few lives, the bag upgrade is a good idea. I've finished the entire game without the storage upgrade, but now that I've finished, it's getting a little tight in there because I got a lot of furniture and stuff that's not in use. Oh, that's kind of nice. Did we buy this the other day? I feel like we bought that the other day, so I don't want to rebuy it. I also, personally, I wouldn't get Bliss bonuses are not super rare. I wouldn't get the... That's really cute too. Just in general, I don't think I would get the inventory upgrade until you feel like you're running up against your inventory stuff. Because I was a crafting heavy class. I did the whole game as Taylor, and it wasn't an issue, really. I upgraded my bag just because at one point, and it was fine. You might want to get something like pet. I mean, the other reason that pet is a good thing to get right away is because 1, pets are free. It's not going to be an extra expense. 2, although you get companions to fight with later on, you don't really have that many right out of the gate. So having the ability to have a pet with you, just in case you want to kind of go into an area that's maybe a bit higher level than you are equipped to deal with, isn't a bad idea. Actually, I really liked the character creation, although it took a lot of fiddling for me to get a face that I was happy with, that I thought was... Oh, crap. Oh, his light turned off. That was creepy. His, like, face darkened. The character creation is actually something that I don't go into a lot in the review that I've written that's not up yet, because it's something that, like, I think they do it fine. They do it in a way that, like, I wish was a bare minimum for games. Like, I wish any game that had a flexible main character did at least what they do. Particularly because they have, you know, a pretty decent variety of skin tones, and they have different body shapes. So you can be kind of... I actually wish I had picked the stockier body when I created my character, because I think that body looks better based on the proportions of the sort of characters than the other bodies do. One of my favorite coats was, or one of my favorite outfits to wear was this coat that basically sort of made it look like I'd chosen that stockier body, and it looked way better than most of the other stuff. I feel like the types of bodies that are there could be better. I don't think they're... I mean, they have a lot of options, and that's good, but I don't think those options are necessarily as distinct as if I was the one saying, here are the body types you should make. I think I would have gone in a lot different directions than they did. Not different, I guess, but there's a lot of, things that make you look like a little stick person. Like a tall little stick person, or a short little stick person, or a average size little stick person. This ghost is... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I also might be wrong about this, because obviously it's an issue that I have like an outside familiarity with. It's not something that it's difficult for me to comment on this sort of thing, I guess, because I just don't have the first-hand experience. But I feel like the skin tones are not as bad as they usually... Ooh, Cinderella shoe! Are not as bad as they... What the hell is that? As they usually are in these kinds of things. Like, normally, especially darker skin tones in games. In Western games, darker skin tones will often be far too orange. And in Japanese games, they're often far too desaturated. Like grayish, bluish, kind of. Or it might be the other way around. I don't really remember. I think that's the right way around. And I think a lot of that that's like a process thing. When you have someone who doesn't really have a good understanding of darker skin tones, the way they're going to convert the skin textures they've made for their games is maybe not going to be the best. So if you simply darken up a texture that you have without adjusting the saturation or anything, you'll get that really sort of dull, desaturated look. And if you overcompensate for the saturation, then you get that kind of weird, hyper-orangey look. Yeah. And that's exactly it. Petty. If they have someone in these roles who has experienced picking a skin tone in a game and being like, okay, well, this doesn't look anything like anyone. This looks like an orange. Having that perspective, even if that person is not necessarily an artist, even if that person is just someone somewhere in the office who can say, hey, can we just like scale this back a little tiny bit? That would be nice. I really liked all the hairstyles. I started with the pigtails that go back behind the shoulder. P.S. Allie mentioned this in Skype to me when she was making her character. They have the correct kind of pigtails and not the gross kind of pigtails, and that was nice. I started out with the braided pigtails behind the shoulder, and then as I advanced, I started wearing like really fancy dresses, and the pigtails felt a little too like... I don't know, they didn't really go with the fancy dresses. So I went with this big puffball hairstyle that has like, a fringe and some little earpieces, and then just like a big curly puff on the back. It's very cute. Oh, good day for raspberries. Good day for raspberries, good day for blueberries. Did we get rid of all our blackberries the other day? I think we did. No, that's bad. Well, let's sell these right away. And then, what was this? Forest cushion? This is weird. This forest stuff is typically only available through those events, so it's interesting that it's an option here. It's ugly, though. I really don't like it. I want this glass slipper. Is the thing. Yes. Thank you. Fuck it. It's faster. Oh, the hairdressing place is cool. Hairdressing, when you get hairdressing, you will also unlock the ability, or the sort of bliss bonus that's connected to hairdressing is dyeing. The hairdresser has a little companion who does dyeing, and oh my god, I love them so much. They're so good. And the first time you find their cottage, it's great. Their cottage opens up... I think the cottage opens up before that bliss bonus becomes available, so you have to kind of... Or the bonus is available, but you have to wait for the cottage to open, and then the cottage will open even if you don't have that bonus yet. And they're great. They're great characters. They're hilarious. Cranberries were doing poorly today, right? Blueberries were good, though. Okay. Oh, actually, I should check and see if there's any crap I can sell here. This old shitty wardrobe, for example. Maybe that pirate chair? Where are we going to put a pirate chair anyways? Silly. And this giant peach was kind of a mistake. Okay. I should have put on mystery time. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm so out of it today. Jeez, I don't know why I even ran to that door. That doesn't have anything to do with mystery time. Oh, we can't do mystery time yet. I'm pretty sure we wrapped up that dragon thing, right? Like, the dragon's gone. Oh well. I'm really hoping Mr. Oakley is at the top of these stairs. Son of a bitch! Ugh. Maybe we have to check in before 6? Maybe they, like, cycle, so maybe we have to pop in before... No, I'll see if I can... Oh man, yeah, Austin, that wish thing. That hung me up. There's a lot of those, aren't there? I really like that, though. It doesn't... At that stage in the game, what you're doing doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, you're like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, half of these things aren't even lives in this. Like, what am I doing? But I like where that goes. There's so many things in that game that I wanted to talk about, but just, like, couldn't. For the sake of spoilers, or not even, like, explicit spoilers, but just, like, ruining the feelings that you have when certain things play out. Which would have been really frustrating. Like, there were a lot of little things in that game that wouldn't technically be considered spoilers, but I feel like if I had known about them before playing, I would have been kind of upset, because it just wouldn't have had the same impact on me emotionally. Good, we have room for one more. So we also have exactly 1 week of this game left. Which is actually, I'm glad we got our evaluation day, because it means that we'll be able to get our final evaluation on the very final stream of Magician's Quest Mysterious Times. It would be kind of shitty if I'd gotten the evaluation tomorrow, and I mean, I guess I could still stream the day after Halloween, but it would just, I don't know. We might get some nice closure. Let's sell this dumb thing, and this dumb thing, and this dumb thing, and that thing, and get our money. Yeah, I feel like next Friday... By next Friday we're going to have put, like, probably around 40 hours in this game. I've said this before. And there's a lot of stuff we won't have seen. We won't have seen every single mystery. We won't have seen every single class or spell. We won't have seen every single story or event. But I feel like we've really sort of gotten our time in on this game. And it, you know, it has to end at some point. But I've got the other two games. I've ordered the other two DS games, so maybe at some point I'll dip into those, even though they're in Japanese, and see what they're about. Also, congratulations, Tom Perdu. Halloween is a hell of a good night to get married. Although on the other hand, if you are wearing a wedding dress and then you I don't know, go to a bar after. People do that for weddings, right? They just go to a bar after their wedding. Then maybe people would think it was a Halloween costume, and you'd be like, "No, I got married today," and they'd be like, "Ha ha ha, good one, ha ha ha." And then you'd be like, "No, really," and they'd be like, "Oh, cool." And it wouldn't really be that awkward, actually. It'd just be a misunderstanding. Also, man, I would... If I saw Abe Lincoln and a dinosaur getting married, I would crash that wedding. Fuck etiquette. I'd just show up and be like, yeah, I'm your dad's, cousin's, sister's stepdaughter. Where's the cake, Mr. Lincoln? We're doing a pretty okay for money right now. Porcini mushroom, viscid mushroom, ram's head mushroom. Sounds good. I'll get that 1,000 rich bonus. Well, Superhero Fair, that is a really sweet story. I like that. Is that the right one? I don't know if that was the right mushroom I just grabbed. One of these is the right one either way. Okay, let's head back. Oh yeah, Tom Perdu, that's what Nick and his husband did too. And that is certainly, man, you know, I think a lot of people throw shade on weddings that seem really sort of quick and out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, but on weddings that seem like, oh, you're getting married in a month and not in a year after you've booked a band and a whole fucking parade of nonsense. Weird. And you know, fuck it. You don't need, I just, get married when you want to get married. And get married when you can get married, because the idea that that shit could get turned over and fucked up again is a very real thing. And if anyone gives you shit about having a quick wedding or something, you can just punch them right in the face. You have my permission to punch them right in the face. I think that's the other thing too, is if you have like the most boring wedding that has ever happened, you probably need more time to plan it because everyone is having the most boring wedding that has ever happened. But if you're having like Abe Lincoln and dinosaur wedding, you're doing that shit on your terms. Like you're not going through all these fucking wedding scams. God, some of the business around weddings is just gross. Like, you buy a white cake for 20 bucks, but you buy a white wedding cake for like 120 bucks. It's just, fuck it. Fuck me, fuck, just, consumerism and everything is bad. Everything in the world is bad. That's my lesson today. I forgot to fucking buy those songs. I'm all over the place right now. Jonescom Ice Cream Value Village is like the most anxiety-inducing place I can think of, I think. It's a little terrifying. Wait, I think I already have this. No. I'm 90% sure we already have that. We don't have Juno, though. We know Rainbow March, but I don't think we own it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna double check and see if we own Chiquita. I don't want to leave and then find out we don't. Yeah, we do. Also, I feel like such an ass being like, do we have Chiquita? When it's, you know, when there's a serious conversation about marriage equality. Just like, marriage laws are a mess. Society is a bit of a mess. Sometimes we do okay, but by and large, it's a mess. I'm not good at treating other people well. In particular, we're not good at treating other people well when we don't have direct experience with like, when we don't have a direct relationship to their experiences. Like, if it's not a situation we've lived, it feels like it's so hard to, even if you want to wrap your head around things. Not head, but you know what I mean, like... I guess a good example is when Tom Pellew started talking about his wedding. My first thought was bride, just because my experience would be thinking about weddings from a bride's perspective. So there's just a lot of things that we're so bad at thinking about in more ambiguous terms than what we've experienced ourselves. Or, you know, not necessarily. We already knew this song. God damn it! Fuck. The song isn't even that good. Well, it's okay, it's a little good. This is okay. I'm still really disappointed, but this is okay. This is kind of Postal Service-y, isn't it? This must have just been like... This was probably in the limelight one point within the first few weeks of the series, and we just kind of forgot about it. It's fine. And this is, yeah. I think everyone starts with this song so they have something to test out. I was gonna say, to test out weapons on. What am I doing today? Jesus. I had coffee. I had coffee and soda, and I ate some food even. Ugh. Let's go find someone to play Juno with. I'm still bummed we didn't get our class for today. Tomorrow's our last chance, too. And I would like to not miss that class. I might actually... Right now, I'm gonna go to the calendar. Oh, good! Tomorrow the witching hour is actually scheduled for the afternoon anyways. So we should be able to... We should be able to get that class in. We should be okay. Also scheduled for tomorrow is Miasmata, which is going to be pretty cool. That might actually get a little jump out of me. I think that might be of the games that I've been contributing to ScreamFriends, our sort of thing this month. Miasmata might be the only one that's actually like legit scary, even though it's kind of more of a slinky aroundy survival thing. That weird like tentacle panther just kind of pops out of nowhere at you. I'm also going to be streaming The Fall at some point next week, and we're going to be doing more Sims. We're going to be doing Sims Supernatural. That's why we haven't done Sims in a little bit, because I wanted to use it as part of ScreamFriends because we are conveniently on the Supernatural expansion, so pretty handy. I forgot to get today's story thing, didn't I? Oh my god. I don't know how I'm so, like, scatterbrained today compared to yesterday when we were having, like, protracted conversations about potato chips and wax lips, and I was no problem there. Yeah, we've had a couple people on YouTube being like, is Sims done? Or like, what's going on there with that? So that I need to I have a couple archives actually I need to update for Sims. I've cut them up, it's just that updating Witching Hour every single day has been kind of a whole thing. Aww. Oh boy. It's really sweet. Kind of pushy and heteronormative, but well, that was nice. Principal Soul doesn't seem to mind. I mean, we'll see. We should talk to him now and then hear about how annoying that was, but... Tom Pale, dude, that's actually a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Oh boy. I think there's something more going on here. And I think the story might actually stop there. I think this is a 6-part story, and I think we've seen all the 6 parts. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh well. So many bugs. Okay, let's see if we can get these drug addicts to... That's not fair. I'm sure they're just... You know, they're just relaxing. They're just relaxing the way they know how to relax. And I shouldn't be so judgy. I shouldn't be such a Reagan about it. Come on, Wyatt, this could be so good. I mean, this is still pretty good. We're definitely missing a part, though. this is fine. This doesn't really sound much like the original song, does it? God, Eric would be a great Halloween costume, but no one would know what the fuck you were wearing. They would just... They'd be like, are you a Tamagotchi, or... Are you some sort of makeup face compact man? Actually, now that I think about it, Eric really does look like, he looks like a little cell phone themed eyeshadow, like something Tony Moly would release. Wyatt, you piece of shit, don't... Ugh. I'm glad you can't be fart spelled when you're playing music. Yeah, well, deal with it, Wyatt, you know? Fucking deal with it. Well, I think that's it for today. I don't know that we have much else to do. And also, I should probably have another coffee before I have to put my foot in my mouth again. I believe that at the top of the hour there's going to be some more Titanfall 4-player co-op, which will be interesting. I don't really... Titanfall's not a thing that interests me a lot, but I really like seeing people enthusiastic about a thing and working together, and in that sense, the Titanfall streams that some of the other people here on StreamFriends do, I have a soft spot for them. Because I like when people are getting along and working together to murk people. So I'm Janine Hawkins. I'm at Bleating Heart on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. Unless I'm here on StreamFriends, which is most of the time. You can find our Magician's Quest Witching Hour streams. They get updated every single day on StreamFriends.tv in case you miss part of them or all of them. And if you're over on YouTube, which is StreamFriends.tv, you can head over to twitch.tv/StreamFriends to watch us live. These streams usually happen around 6:30 Eastern. Tomorrow's stream will probably happen earlier. I have it scheduled right now for 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern. We will probably be around there. Miasmata will happen in the slightly later evening time slot. Oh, and tonight, I believe, Phil and me and maybe Austin are going to be streaming The Forgotten Ones, and that'll probably be starting around 11:30 midnight-ish Eastern. So if you're around for that, if you're in a time zone that it makes it possible for you to tune in for that stream, please do. Otherwise, have a good night, everybody. Eric, you piece of shit, just leave. Yeah, just leave. Just leave.